Oh, I haven't drunk my coffee. There's my coffee. There are some jobs that I know I'm going to be doing that make me want to jump off my comfy armchair and forget about watching any evening TV or listening to evening radio, which I prefer doing. And there's some jobs that just make me rush into the workshop and do a job. And then there's this high sense. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Are you telling me that the 55-inch is not going to go on here? Oh, because it's either a 58. Oh, my God. I could feel that moving in my hands. Pardon? Okay. Bit of a scratch there. Well, for now, let's just see what it's doing. All I know is it's not coming on, but it's a high sense. It was built not to come on. Right, I've switched it on. We have a standby light here. I'll just switch to the other camera so you may be able to see. I don't know if you can see the red. Oh. Well, the red light was on. I've got but now it's gone off. Let me switch it to standby and see if it goes to standby. It does. You can probably just see the red light now. Oh. It was flashing to go on. I don't know if that's supposed to be off or on. It's blinking. Let me try and switch it on. I don't think it's making any difference. Oh, I can see something. Hang on a minute. I can see something. There are some letters that came. This is... Can you see that? It says Roku. Or Roku, or however you pronounce it. Hisense Roku. Yeah. So it's a backlight problem. And Hisense, of course, but it's rebooting, or recycling, or whatever you want to call it. Power cycling. Ooh. And Hisenses do that. Hisense will go into a shutdown mode, or in this case, kind of a reboot mode, if the backlights aren't working. And the one thing I've noticed about this TV, it does have a proper frame around it. So that may mean that the screen is not glued down. I'm looking at this for a customer, just to do a diagnosis. Because I've said to them, if it is backlights, it's probably not worth repairing. Because the screens are glued down. But when I looked at it, I did say to them, oh, there's a chance that your screen may not be glued down. Which maybe is something I shouldn't have said. But you know me, honest Al, honest as the day is wide. So I may have talked myself into repairing this. Got two big screws and a very tiny screw. That means I've got to use two screwdrivers. That's more money. And there's a chance I'm not going to earn from this, because it's a Hisense. But I'm going to take the back off it tonight and just have a look, because I'm sure I did a Hisense not so long ago that had a diode problem on the backlight circuit. Right, that's those out. All TVs these days seem to have this kind of formation. This is the back of the screen, where before the back cover would cover the back of the screen. They've just sprayed this black. Every penny counts. So I'm not too sure what my thoughts are going to be with this TV. I've expressed my doubt to the customer that it can be repaired if it's backlights. I mean, possibly it can, but is it worth it? There's something in the back of my mind saying, I'll show you the number in a second, but there's something in the back of my mind that says, if this TV is a few years old, and because I don't do that many Hisense, I tend to put people off when they phone up. If they phone up and say, I've got this Hisense TV, I normally say things like, I'll call you back, I'm just going in a tunnel. It's a very long tunnel. I know I shouldn't. But I have to look at it this way. You know, if I hadn't taken this TV on, I've got several in the queue behind. I'm not in a mad panic to do this. There's no real financial reason for me to do this. The only reason I'm doing this is for you guys, really, for you guys. Hark at me, for you guys. For the channel, because it's a bit different. Oh, I've got a production date here. 15th of October 2020. So 4.5 years old. Can't be any more screws in this. Apart from this one. I mean, there's always one. Well, there can't be any more. My apologies if you're expecting a video last night. I spoke to 3 people today and they said, you didn't do a video last night. No, I didn't. I was injured. I was in agony. Was that still switched on? No. I unplugged it. I am safe. I just forget that I'm safe. It's a Hisense all-in-one board. I call them mono boards. I haven't got my glasses on yet, so maybe you can see something before I do. Where's the backlights plug in? Just there. So the diodes and the caps of the backlights are going to be here. but they do look okay. I think that the quickest way to find out if we've got a backlight problem inside the set rather than a problem in the circuit, I doubt very much it's a problem in the circuit, is I'll get a strip of backlights and see if it will power it up. Just a strip like that, and then if we switch the TV on and they come on, we'll know that there's a problem through there. I don't know why Hisense stopped their TVs from coming on if it's a backlight problem. What are they worried that's going to happen? Seems a strange thing to me. Anyway. I'll get a piece of blue wire and I'll get a piece of black wire. And just give me a moment, I'll solder it onto these bits here and we'll see. And then I'll price up a set of backlights and see what the customer says. Oh, I'm putting the soldering iron away and I haven't soldered to the actual backlight themselves, this strip yet. Enthusiasm is needed. Enthusiasm. Let me drink my coffee. Yes, yesterday I decided to go for a long walk. Oh, I didn't want to go for a long walk. It was just a lovely day. We've got two big rocks on the beach. One of them is really just a couple of 100 yards away. I'm sure if you've seen any of my drone footage, you've seen it. It's called, I can't remember what it's called. It's late at night. Give me some more caffeine. Chapel Rock. But then at the other end of the beach, or it looks like at the other end of the beach, is another big rock, which is way out into the sea. But it's actually not part of this beach. It's not actually part of the beach over the cliff, over the next bay. It's the next bay after that. And it's called Gull Rock. And I've always wanted to have a good look at Gull Rock. Now I've got the drone, I thought, well, I'll walk over the two cliffs. And I did some excellent drone footage. Do check out the channel. It'll be up in a couple of days' time. It was brilliant to film it. But walking back, I suddenly realised I'd done too much, because it's about 7.5 miles there. And I was coming back and I'd got about a mile to go. And I was on my last legs, but I thought, mile to go, great, I'll just pop to the shop, get a drink. I was dehydrated, very dehydrated. I'd gone through 2 litres of water. I probably could have gone through a lot more during that walk. And I got cut off by the tide. I thought I could just make it, and I couldn't. And I was dehydrated, I was getting a little bit confused, a little bit silly. And it made me walk back another half a mile, which is technically a mile onto my journey. So a half a mile to go to the cliff steps to take me over the cliff, because the tide had... Anyway, so 16 miles I did yesterday. But that, because I got cut off with the tide, that extra mile it put on just finished me off. My legs turned to jelly. I was dehydrated. I was getting a bit confused. I just made it back. I got to a stage where I almost called the lifeguards. I could actually see the lifeguard hut from where I was. It's a big building, and I know some of the people in there. But I was a little bit delirious. Not delirious, but I wasn't thinking straight. So I just carried on walking and walking and walking, and how I made it back, I don't know. So this time yesterday, I was in agony in bed. I'd taken a long bath, had some medication, just something to take the pain away from my legs, and I had a really good night's sleep. Woke up this morning feeling great. Went on another 4-mile walk. Must have been an idiot. Anyway, bear with me. But I lived to tell the tale. But I won't be doing it again, which is a shame because it's a beautiful, beautiful walk. But next time it's a cart journey. Bit of a tacky job, but only needed on there for 5 minutes to see if this lights up. Oh. I have not plugged in there. Again, safety, always safety. Always safety, bang. Now, we're in standby this time. Doesn't think it was in standby before, was it? Anyway, switch it on. There you go. They come on straight away, look. So it's a backlight job inside here. I haven't showed you the model number, have I? Because I need to check the model number and things for myself. So a brand new set from eBay, arriving in a few days, is 40 quid.
And this is AliExpress.
They're £9 here. I would imagine probably £15 with VAT and everything else. So not a fortune. Obviously I've got to put my labour work on top of it, but the question is, can we get into it? Is it, you know, is it repair friendly? We've known from the past that Hisense don't build repair friendly TVs. And I'm a bit reticent to start taking a gamble on taking it to bits yet, because I haven't had a chat with the customer. Because even before, really, I buy a brand new set of backlights of this, I would like to see if it's easy enough to get into. But this frame tells me the screen's not glued down, but I could be wrong. And I want to know that before I have a chat with the customer. I want to know that I've got his permission to ruin his TV, is basically what I'm trying to say. difficult with Hisense. And even with a brand new set of backlights in this, would I give it a year's warranty? Do you know what? I probably wouldn't. I don't know if this is a sign of me getting old and cynical and turning into somebody I don't want to be. But I don't think I can with this. I mean, how much are these TVs new? Didn't we just see a 55-inch for sale in Asda for 150 quid? Or was that a 50-inch? That was a 50-inch. I don't know. But I will give it my best. I will give it my best. I'll be honest with the customer and see. So what would I charge to repair this? Well, Backlight's 20. Labour's got to be about 70, isn't it? You know, it's going to be a couple of hours of labour going at a steady rate, which with these sort of machines you have to. A, because they're fragile, they're not meant to be repaired, and B, because I'm not really au fait with these. You know, the TVs that you've worked on in the past, you can just, you get confident of dealing with them. It's not that I'm not confident of dealing with this, it's just that I'm not going to go at it like a bull in a china shop, because I don't know where the clips are, I don't know where hidden screws are. So I've got to be careful. If this was my TV, I'd order a set of backlights and give it a go, but it's not my TV. So I think I will say to the customer, you're looking at 90 quid, 95 pounds. I can't give any warranty on it because it's just one of those, I hate saying cheap makes to a customer, because you should never insult a customer's, well, anything. But what's a better way of saying cheap make? Budget brand? No, that'll get you a slap. I think I'll say something like, because it's made of a certain quality. It's the same. How do you think I should? How do you think I should? I want to do this for the channel. I do want to repair it for the channel, but I haven't had permission yet to even go in and have a look.
Well, I did. I got permission, and just to let you know that I've been in and had a look, and I have recorded it. I haven't edited the footage yet. I will put that up tomorrow.